Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we are diving into something called Google Antigravity. And this isn't just another tool to help you write code a little bit faster. Nope. This is about completely changing how we trust AI to build our software. Let's get right into it. So we've all seen AI assistants that can spit out code in seconds. It's pretty amazing. But here's the real billion-dollar question. Can you actually trust it? The problem is, a lot of these tools are basically a black box, right? You give it a prompt, it gives you back some code, and you just gotta hope that it's secure, that it's efficient, and that it's even correct. Well, Google is trying to change all of that. So what exactly is anti-gravity? We're about to explore how this thing is designed to move way beyond being a simple co-pilot and into the territory of being a truly autonomous AI agent. Okay, so the key phrase you really need to get here is Agentic Development Platform. This isn't an AI that just finishes your sentences or suggests a line of code. This is an agent that you can give a really high-level goal to. Something like build a user login system, and it will autonomously plan the steps, write the code, and even test its own results. It's a whole different level. So let's run through the quick facts. Antigravity is an experimental platform from Google, and you can try it right now. It's in a free public preview. It works on pretty much any operating system, Windows, macOS, and Linux. And what's really interesting is that it's not just powered by Google's own Gemini 3 model. It also supports models from Anthropic and OpenAI, which gives you a ton of flexibility. All right, now let's get into the good stuff. How does this thing actually work? This is where we see the really clever features that Google has built to solve that whole black box problem and, actually earn a developer's trust. This really shows a fundamental shift in philosophy. On the one hand, you have your typical AI tools that just hand you the finished code and say, here you go. But anti-gravity's whole approach is built on this idea of trust, but verify. It's designed from the ground up to show you its work and provide evidence every single step of the way. The first big way it does this is with a feature they call artifacts. And honestly, the best way to think about it is like your high school math teacher who would always demand, don't just give me the answer, show me your work. That's exactly what this is. So here's how that plays out. You give the agent a task. As it's working, it produces these artifacts. We're talking about things like detailed implementation plans, checklists of what it's already done, and even screenshots or screen recordings of it testing the application. This gives you, the developer, all the proof you need to go in and validate its entire process. Okay, the second game-changing feature is all about how you interact with the AI. This isn't just about embedding another assistant into a code editor. No, anti-gravity completely flips that paradigm around. Anti-gravity actually gives you two different views. First, there's the editor view, which will feel pretty familiar. It's your coding environment with an AI assistant on the side. But then there's the manager view, and Google calls this mission control. In this view, you're not the coder anymore. You are the project manager. You are spawning and orchestrating multiple autonomous agents, all working in parallel. And there are a few other key capabilities worth mentioning. On top of that multimodal support, you can leave comments directly on the artifacts to guide the agent, just like you'd comment on a Google Doc. And crucially, the agents learn from this feedback, building up a unique internal knowledge base just for your specific projects over time. So, we've seen the features, and they're pretty cool, but why does this platform really matter in the grand scheme of things? Let's zoom out for a second and take a look at the bigger picture. The publication's Stark Insider put it in a really fascinating way. They suggested that while everyone's focused on the new Gemini 3 model, anti-gravity might be the real strategic play from Google. That it's not just a new tool, it's a Trojan horse that's aimed at completely reshaping the entire software development landscape. So why does anti-gravity have such a strong chance of succeeding, especially in the enterprise world? Well, it really comes down to these four key factors. You have Google's massive scale and existing customer base. You have the agent's autonomy, which allows for higher-level work. You've got the built-in verification with artifacts, which directly solves those critical trust issues for big companies. And finally, the multi-model support means businesses don't have to worry about vendor lock-in. It checks all the boxes. So ultimately, with anti-gravity, Google isn't just releasing another AI coding assistant. It really feels like they're trying to change the rules of the game. Creating a powerful new platform that rivals like Cursor and GitHub Copilot are going to have to take very, very seriously. Which, of course, leaves us with one final fascinating question to ponder. If tools like anti-gravity really do succeed, does the future of software development look less like writing lines of code, and more like managing a team of autonomous AI agents? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Thanks for watching.